All right, finally. Okay, finally. Had a little problem there. With for some reason the sound wasn't working. I got a little late too, but all right. Let's continue here. Um, when we last left off, we were trying to.
What now?
Um, the queen was gonna, or I guess you would call her a queen, baroness, sacrifice herself for the to save her son. And I'm guessing we could have gone that route, but I was gonna see if there was another way to do it. Maybe we should go this way. We came from the courtyard. I think. Hopefully we didn't go back. Oh, damn it. We beat these guys last time. Man. Alright, load last save. I need to go to town and have fix the rogue, which I thought is where we were. See, I can't travel there now. Shit. Can't change the party.
What is it?
Maybe have her do long range? How do I get to... No.
Allow me. I could do that for you. What's next?
Oh, maybe I can see if there's some items. Oh, heal. Okay, let's see if there's some items. Oh, okay. So how do I use it? Inspect. So how do I use it?
Speak.
How do I use it? This is annoying. Guess I'll have to Google it. Okay. Okay.
What now?
Oh, that didn't work. Is it because we're down here? I don't know. I really don't like the interface on this game, though. It's kind of. Maybe I've been playing first-person shooters too much, but. It's, you know, kind of annoying. There's no use. That's why it's freaking confusing. How the hell did I...
On my way. It's done. As you like.
See, like this. This is freaking... freaking annoying. And the fact that I can't freaking heal myself. Radal. Inventory. Poisons and traps. Oh. Okay.
Can't do that. Indeed. Indeed.
No. A little bit of a learning curve.
What now?
No, I cannot.
What do you mean, no, I cannot? You just did. A friggin' confusing game. I know it's been a little bit quiet. So, let's see here. Hopefully it'll fix that.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle. Excellent. Let us go now, then, and see what awaits us there.
Nothing like doing the game over. Well, not the game, but...
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers. The ones I sent to reclaim my village.
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is an elf, Connor. You've seen elves before. We have them here in the castle.
Oh, I remember. I had their ears cut off and fed to the dogs. The dogs chewed for hours. Shall I send it to the kennels, Mother?
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Maker's breath. What has happened here?
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does. No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This man will have the audience he seeks. Tell us, what have you come here for? Uncle? But Uncle Tegan is right here. Say hello, Uncle.
Hello, Uncle.
Dear Uncle was very full of himself earlier today. I think being a jester rather suits him. Don't you, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This man spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village, and now he'll repay me.
Must not exhaust our supply.
Defend yourself!
It is begun.
To battle!
I shall do it. You say. Very well.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan. Are you all right?
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
Connor is no longer a child. He's an abomination.
You! You did this to Connor!
I didn't summon any demon. I told you. Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free. Useful? After everything he did, he should be executed! Without him, none of this would have happened.
Your secrecy made his actions possible, Isolde.
But
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if Connor is truly an abomination...
he's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then... Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him alive.
So if we destroy the demon, then...
Then my husband may perish. Yes.
I think he ran upstairs, to the family quarters.
Violence scares him. I know that sounds strange. He may have run up to his room, or... I don't know. The fighting may have scared Connor into... coming out again, and so he ran.
So you're saying he may be vulnerable?
Perhaps. Is there no other way?
The demon in Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to do that, certainly. But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages, but I have blood magic. Yes, that's right. The ritual I know, it requires life energy. A lot of it. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option. The power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
You're the mage here, not I, my friend. It's you who would be going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
If there is even a chance to save Connor, I am.
You rest your hopes on this young mage? He poisoned Eamon, and he could take your life power and attack for all we know.
He would be a fool to try. No, I am willing to take his word. I would give my life for the chance to undo what I have done.
I still do not agree, but it cannot be my choice.
Save my son and you will be rewarded. That I promise. His life is worth more to me than anything, even my own.
It requires lyrium and more mages. We won't find them anywhere outside the Circle of Magi, I suspect. The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mages' help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
I guess the game steers you towards... going into the Fade anyway.
Enemies approaching!
Oh, hit him.
I do not like this talk of possessions and spirits and magic. It is unnatural.
Why are suits of armor bleeding?
Oh, I swear, when this is over...
So I had to go back into the courtyard.
Impossible.
Vinak Hall.
Alright, so some crap.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and
Stop
with your
talking.
discount.
Open your bag.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me? Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
I'm gonna save it here because I made that mistake before. Now I'm behind like half an hour.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter, after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Just excuse me a moment. Hopefully I didn't have the mic off. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I just turned it off by accident.
What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Beg pardon then, while I jump for joy. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness. For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Who cares? As I recall, he was executed. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes? Yes? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Discuss away.
Okay.
Yes? If you must. By others, do you mean yourself? Then I shall teach you what I can whenever we are in camp. Provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
Well?
Yes? If you must. 'Tis the child abomination you speak of from the haunted castle? If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And, had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it.
sounds cut now. Bless you.
Yes? If you must. By others, do you mean yourself? Then I shall teach you what I can whenever we are in camp, provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
Well, how do I get her to teach me?
Yes, if you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one, and these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed, so should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too. How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious, nevertheless. Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Alright, I thought she was going to teach me how to shapeshift.
Yes? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely. Not unless you stop.
Okay. This is unexpected. I didn't expect that at all. Better probably get a punch in the face.
Yes? If you
I
must.
want to learn how to do the shape-shifting. Why won't you teach me?
By others, do you mean yourself? Then I shall teach you what I can whenever we are in camp, provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
Alright, well, we're in camp. Why aren't you teaching me? Alright. I wasted enough time here. Alright, let's go.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
The dark spawn have sensed us!
Right ahead.
Now you die!
Right ahead. Trap right ahead.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do? Oh, no. I sent my elf to do that. I mean, I sent my helper, Taran. Nice fellow, that, Taran. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out? Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. I can't even get to it now, but perhaps you could. Maybe you'd, take it off my hands? The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes? The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least. Truly? We can work out something reasonable, I'm certain.
Alright.
Changed your mind about the control rod, I hope. I'll make you an excellent deal. The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. So, I'd be willing to sell it to you for cheap. Much less than I got it for. That's, something, isn't it? Truly. We can work out something reasonable, I'm certain.
Okay. Let me see if I can download this. I'll be right back. Come on. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't realize there was like at least 20 different DLCs for this game. $7 a pop, like 20 of them, at least. Like a whole page.
I will defend myself.
Moved away and he still got me. Damn trees in the way.
What is that smell?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet. Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Where do we go? I wanted to go click this.
Well, look at this. I remember taking you across when you left with that fella Duncan. And now you're a Grey Warden. My pap used to tell me stories about them. Templars took the boat. I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was. You go on ahead then. They were nice talking to you.
Not really sure what I do here.
Vashaden.
Yes?
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. Kill some Darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening. Now that's good, I suppose. Wouldn't want Darkspawn smeared across the landscape. I hear their blood is black. Is that true? You'd know if you were a Grey Warden. I don't know. My instincts tell me Darkspawn shouldn't have blood like ours. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go. Is that bad? Look, I'm, just trying to do my job. I'll take you right now, just like you wanted. Come along, I suppose.
Now I want to go to the tower.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait and pray. I don't have time to entertain visitors. Well, look who's back. A proper Grey Warden now, are we? Glad you're not dead. Perhaps. Now we're dealing with a situation that doesn't involve you, Grey Warden. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
Really?
We were too complacent. First Jowan, now this. Don't think I've forgotten your role in Jowan's escape. True enough. We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee. They took us by surprise. We were prepared for 1 or 2 abominations. not the horde that fell upon us. I will destroy the tower, raze it to the ground. But I cannot risk more of my men. The doors remain shut, and they will protect us for now. Not just mages, but my Templars also. I had no choice. The abominations must be contained at all costs. We do not mean for the doors to stay closed forever. Everything in the tower must be eliminated. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment. The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely. This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Everybody goes extremes in this game.
No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing. I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one. Ah, that arrogance hangs about you like some fell cloud, doesn't it? If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal. A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
No. I was just about to save it.
May God have mercy on me.
So the mages are all locked within. A fitting end for those who gave up their own freedom.
Why can't I change my party?
You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you. Lady Cecily, I lived with her after my mother died, had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived, but he never came near me after that. Allow me. I could do that for you. What now?
Ah, shit. I should have saved it in there. Not gonna let me change the party, I guess. Better hope this dog does something. Looks like elemental.
You've returned to the tower? Why did the Templars let you through? Are you here to warn us? The Templars have barred the doors. They will only open them if they intend to attack us. Is that what is happening? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them. If anyone could survive this, it would be the first enchanter Irving. It was he who told me to look after the children. It's a long story. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable. You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it. Look at how they live. Servants of the Chantry. They lack respect for themselves and their own power. Why should I respect them? Have it your way. Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm. Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. Yeah. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Oh, she's already at it, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
2 mages, 2 warriors should be good. Actually. I don't think it's Alistair, but...
Oh, blast it.
Indeed.
I think I want to take the rogue.
Look after her, will you? Wyn, obviously. I don't know if she's up to this, especially not after... I just worry. Thank you. And thank you again for helping us.
I could do that for you.
It's done.
Is this the way it came in?
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long. It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready? All right. Be on your guard.
Nothing simple in this game, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Trying not to get injured. What are we supposed to do?
Yes. As you wish.
I guess that's something in the game. I thought there was something.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen. I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Oh, Wayne, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here. I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all. Niall the Mage. He came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this. Blood magic could control us, too. Who knows what could happen then? We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Right, so how do I see my quests, actually? Spells. Current quests. So many quests. Not sure exactly where I'm supposed to go.
What are we doing?
We must not exhaust our supplies. I'm going to gut you! If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
What?
Please, please don't kill me. I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. Don't you remember what it was like living here? The Templars watching. Always watching. The magic was a means to an end. It gave me the power to fight for what I believed.
Fighting for what you believe is commendable, but the ends do not always justify the means.
You don't really believe that, do you, Wynne? Change rarely comes peacefully. Andraste waged war on the Imperium.
She didn't write them a strongly worded letter. She reshaped civilization, freed the slaves, and gave us the chantry. But people died for it. We thought someone always has to take the first step, force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs. What else can I do? I'm trapped here. Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Yes? I finished.
That was useless.
The tower was here long before the Circle. It was always unlikely that we were the first to bring magic to its halls.
Alright, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Be right back.
could do that for you. What now? Just like you wanted.
Yes. As you wish.
Hello? I'm nobody. I'm harmless. Please, leave me alone. Oh, Maker! Oh, please don't hurt me. Please don't. Please don't hurt me. I'm no one. I'm not important. I don't want to die. Oh, Maker! Thank you. I suppose I can breathe easy now. Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden, at your service. Oh, not as pleased as I am that you came along when you did. There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while. Go with you? While you hunt down demons and abominations? I'd rather not. But don't take this the wrong way. I'm sure you're excellent company and a very nice person. But it's just too dangerous. Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times. Left if we get out there.
What now?
Think again.
If you must.
No, I don't think so. Make a preserver.
As you said.
Sometimes I try to be merciful. I never liked this part. Make a preserver.
Immediately. Owain's room is near here. I hope he's all right.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen. Yes, it is I, Owain. You remember. I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here. I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all. I do not know, but he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this. We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
exhaust our supplies.
I need healing!
Very well.
My bruises form a
Please,
pretty
please
pattern.
don't kill me. I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. Don't you remember what it was like living here? The Templars watching. Always watching. It would be like talking to a brick wall. A brick wall that would rather you didn't exist in the first place. We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs. What else can I do? I'm trapped here. Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
I don't know if that was the smartest thing to do.
Allow me. I could do that for you. What now? What's next?
Gotta learn to save more often, so I'm not doing this.
On my way. done. As you like.
Please don't hurt me. I'm no one. I'm not important. I just don't want to die. Oh, Maker. Thank you. I suppose I can breathe easy now. Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden, at your service. Oh, not as pleased as I am that you came along when you did. There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while. Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
Sorry.
It says sorry, but then she uses it, so...
Impossible.
Impossible, but then I use it.
More enemies ahead!
Shall be done. Very well.
Allow me. I could do that for you. I finished.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I switched weapon sets. So way to do that? I don't think so. Just decided. Well, unless I was because I was close quarters. I don't know. Yeah, Revenant is too powerful to defeat.
Allow me. I could do that for you. No, I don't think so.
Well, you said you could.
Everyone's gone. Or dead. I fear the worst.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Will you?
What now?
As you say. It is begun. Shall be done.
Careful! I think they've seen us!
I think so.
You say.
Let's make this quick! think this story has a happy ending for our young taker of notes.
Yeah, let's see. How do I increase my bag, I wonder? Alright. Some more to see here.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted.
All these pieces of paper.
Enemy ahead. Watch out.
As you say.
Vinakol.
Okay, let's see if I can word it. Got all this junk I'm carrying around with me. Need to sell it at some point.
Why are we still here? Be wary. It shall be as you say, as you wish. I don't understand. So be it. It shall be as you
I almost had that one guy. Oy vey.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted.
It is begun.
These things have unusual powers. Be wary.
Very well.
Oh, I believe I took a bad shot in that fight.
What now?
Inventory control again.
tricked into a partial ritual. Curiosity, unchecked, became greed for this unfortunate apprentice.
Is it gonna take the potion?
Allow me. I could do that for you. I finished.
I shall do it.
I'll do it.
Last time I overran Right.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, marvelous. Oh, marvelous.
Unexpected. Thank you. Unexpected. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that won't work. Why, thank you so much. No, that won't work.
Oh, what are you thinking, honestly?
Okay. I think this is where we got pummeled.
More enemies ahead! Shall be done.
Yay. We survived, despite my video deciding to freak out there.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Right.
What's next?
Careful! I think they've seen us!
A most difficult battle.
Yeah, you got that right. Inventory again. Got all this stuff and I don't know what to do with it.
Out with it. Most kind.
Why, thank you so much.
Anybody hurt? Oh yeah, she's hurt.
No, I don't think so.
Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience. Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience.
Okay.
Lovely. Magic at work. Are we gonna find this guy ever? This thing kind of reminds me of...
It is time for supper, pet.
Yes.
Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions. Happiness is bewitching. There is a certain power in all things mortals delight in. I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that? All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
She's feeding off his innermost desires and taking away his will. This is unholy.
No one else would have known his heart. He did not know it himself. I fulfill his dreams. I grant him all his desires. Is he my slave, or am I his? We are partners. I give him what no one else can, and through him, I experience what it is to be mortal.
Freedom cannot be given. The Templar must choose it for himself. If you help this man, what does he learn? Nothing.
Our thoughts and spirits are melded. If one perishes, so does the other. Though much of my strength is spent maintaining this link, I am his wife and his children. He will defend me to the death if need be. I want nothing from you. I have what I need. All I ask is that you leave us alone. Then you leave me no choice. Help! There are bandits at the door! They're going to murder the children!
They will not get past me!
Okay. Should be found a merchant. I'll make sure I've covered everything here.
Oh, look, visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved. But why? Aren't you tired of all the violence in this world? I know I am. Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all this? Leave it all behind.
We must stand and fight.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon. You have no power over me.
Resist. You must resist. Else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
Welcome, my friend. We fought the good fight and won. Rejoice!
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I? Dead? Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all the way. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking? The Darkspawn are gone, remember? You were there in the last great battle. It was a triumph for all of us, bringing down the Archdemon and setting the underground lairs ablaze. The Grey Wardens shall be keepers of history. We shall tell tales and sing songs of a more tumultuous time, that others may rejoice in knowing that that time is past.
The Duncan you know was a man forged in the fires of war. I am different now, at peace. I have learned to be tranquil. Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer? It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your darkspawn. May they be your doom.
Enemies approaching!
I shall do it.
No quarter shall be given!
Very well.
Who are you? Where did you come from? Are you a demon? Wait, I know you, don't I? You were the apprentice who left with the Grey Warden. I would have thought you would end up here with me. Good job for getting out of that trap. The demon traps everything that comes here in a dream it thinks they can't or won't try to leave. I thought I'd escape too, but I've been wandering these empty grey spaces for a lifetime. Through sheer stupidity, or perhaps very, very bad luck. My name is Njal, by the way. I was trying to save the Circle when I encountered the Sloth Demon. I expect our experiences were similar. Owain helped me greatly. I suppose I'll never be able to repay him. Litany was our weapon against the Blood Mage's domination. But it's too late. Everyone's dead. I don't know. They must have been practicing in secret, even teaching others. I knew these people, trusted them. The Litany was our only hope of saving the Circle. But now, this place drains you of everything. Hope, feeling, life. No, there is no way out of here. You think there might be, but you'd be wrong. You see that pedestal there? I've studied the runes on it. Runes that signify different islands of the Sloth Demon's domain. The Sloth Demon itself is on the center island, but you can't get there. The 5 islands around the center somehow form a protective ward. I thought I was getting somewhere when I figured that out, and I went to each island in turn only to have my hopes dashed. There's always an obstacle. You'll see the path but be unable to get to it. And it taunts you and drives you mad.
That's not gonna be easy.
Yes. Obstacles and mad dream things. A river of flame before a portal, or a door that shows you freedom through a keyhole that no key will fit. I once found a passageway smaller than my hand with a mouse going to and fro through it. The silly thing fled before I could question it. Because almost everyone here is a dreamer, except for the spirits and the demons, I suppose. Each dreamer may know things another may not. The mouse could have told me what lay beyond the tiny passage, or how to get there. Even how I might make myself small like him and crawl through myself. And if one could become small enough to take one path, perhaps there are similar ways to walk the others. I don't know. There are many dreamers. You might find a way to reach them through the islands, if you're lucky. I don't know much. I think the Sloth Demon has placed lesser demons on each of the islands. I've seen them. They take different shapes, but they're there. Defeating them may be the only way to reach the Sloth Demon. But you have to get to them first. I couldn't. I was too afraid to try. Not much. You couldn't say we were friends, really. Demons have their own hierarchies. They play their own games, and mortals serve as pawns, perhaps even bargaining chips. The demon keeping us here probably rules this entire section of the Fade. It'll not let us go easily, if at all. Nothing dampens your spirit, does it? I don't know whether to admire or pity you. Don't mind me, then.
Thank you, but too late for me. Kill Yavina, the demoness that rules here. She protects her master, Sloth. There's a door only demons can see. The key must be in another realm. Take my power. Save any others trapped in nightmares. Kill the demons that guard Sloth. Make my...
It is begun. As you say.
Something happened, didn't it? You look a little different. What happened?
This dream world gives me a headache.
Did you? Did it help? I know I saw the tiny holes. Were you small enough to get through? You're so much braver than I am. I was so sure it was impossible to get anywhere. Do you think you could learn other shapes? Maybe they could help you get to places you couldn't otherwise.
Alright. I'm gonna stop the stream here. Getting late. Anyway, thanks for watching. This game's pretty interesting. I don't know how much longer I need to play. Played like 13 hours so far. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just... thinking about playing Anthem soon too. Maybe some Destiny. Alright, I'm on the weekends in the morning, so I'll catch you later.